Tesla's stock is in free fall, and the company is now facing what may be the biggest crisis in its history. At the center of the storm is Elon Musk, the high-profile CEO who is reportedly destroying key evidence tied to Tesla's shocking $880 billion market value collapse. As panic spreads among investors, Tesla's grip on the electric vehicle market appears to be slipping, with rising competition, growing production failures, and mounting internal chaos. Leaked documents suggest Musk may have known about these critical problems for months, but chose to keep them hidden from shareholders. So what is Musk trying so hard to keep under wraps? How did Tesla lose nearly $1 trillion in value in record time? And could this be the unraveling of the most valuable car company in the world? Let's break down the facts, the cover-up, and what it all means for Tesla's future. Tesla's $880 billion valuation collapse. Tesla's story is one of the biggest ups and downs in business history. Just a few years ago, Tesla was worth almost $1.2 trillion. That's a number so big it's hard to imagine. Like having $1 million, but 1,000,000 times over. But since then, Tesla has lost about $880 billion in value, which is one of the biggest drops ever for any company. Let's break down what happened. Back in November 2021, Tesla's stock price reached its highest point ever, about $410 per share. People who owned Tesla stock were super excited because their investment was worth so much money. Elon Musk, who runs Tesla, became the richest person in the world during this time. But then things started going downhill. By early 2023, Tesla's stock had fallen to around $100 per share. That means if someone had invested $1,000 in Tesla at its peak, their investment would now be worth only about $250. Ouch! Several things caused this huge drop. First, Tesla wasn't selling as many cars as people expected. In the beginning of 2023, Tesla delivered about 423,000 cars in 3 months. That sounds like a lot, but investors had hoped for even more. When companies don't meet these expectations, their stock price often falls. Competition also became a big problem for Tesla. For years, Tesla was pretty much the only company making cool electric cars that people actually wanted to buy. But now, companies like Ford, General Motors, and Chinese car makers like BYD are making their own electric vehicles. Some of these cars cost less than Tesla's, which makes it harder for Tesla to sell its cars. Another issue was Elon Musk himself. When he bought Twitter, now called X, in 2022, many investors worried he was spending too much time on his new social media company instead of focusing on Tesla. Every time Musk posted something controversial online, Tesla's stock price seemed to drop a little more. The economy didn't help either. Interest rates went up, which made it more expensive for people to borrow money to buy cars. Inflation made everything cost more, so fewer people could afford expensive cars like Teslas. For regular people who invested their savings in Tesla, this collapse was really tough. Some lost their life savings. Big investment companies lost billions of dollars. Even Musk himself lost hundreds of billions in paper wealth as Tesla's value dropped. By mid-2023, Tesla had lost about 75% of its value from its highest point. While the stock recovered a bit later, it was still nowhere near its former heights. This massive drop shows how quickly things can change in the business world, especially for companies that depend on new technology and one famous leader. The Tesla story is a reminder that even the biggest, most successful companies can face serious problems. What goes up really can come down, sometimes faster than anyone expected. And at the center of that rise and fall is Elon Musk himself. Elon Musk's controversial actions. Elon Musk's behavior changed a lot as Tesla grew bigger. Once focused mainly on making electric cars and rockets, he started spending more time on Twitter and getting involved in political arguments. In 2022, Musk bought Twitter for $44 billion and renamed it X. Instead of focusing on Tesla, he spent hours every day posting on the platform. Many of his tweets stirred up trouble. He shared conspiracy theories, made fun of politicians, and posted memes that upset many people. This wasn't just personal drama. It affected how people saw Tesla. When Musk publicly supported certain political figures, it made some Tesla customers uncomfortable. Tesla had always appealed to environmentally conscious buyers across all political views. But now, some customers felt like buying a Tesla meant supporting Musk's personal opinions. During important Tesla business meetings, Musk sometimes appeared distracted. Former employees reported that he would check his phone constantly or bring up topics that had nothing to do with Tesla's goals. One engineer said, "We'd be discussing production problems, and he'd suddenly start talking about something he saw on Twitter." Musk also made big promises that Tesla couldn't keep. He repeatedly claimed that Tesla cars would soon drive themselves completely, but this technology wasn't ready. When these promises didn't come true, investors started losing trust. His unpredictable behavior scared away some top talent at Tesla. Several important executives left the company, taking their knowledge and experience with them. This brain drain made it harder for Tesla to solve its growing problems. In public appearances, Musk sometimes acted strangely. During one product reveal, he threw a metal ball at the unbreakable windows of the Cybertruck, accidentally cracking them. At another event, he rambled off topic for so long that investors were left confused about Tesla's actual plans. Musk also picked fights with government regulators who were investigating Tesla's safety claims. Instead of working with them, he often mocked them online, which only made the problems worse. As competition in the electric car market grew fiercer, Tesla needed focused leadership more than ever. Companies like BYD in China and traditional automakers like Ford and Volkswagen were catching up with their own electric vehicles. But Musk seemed more interested in his other companies and online arguments. His decision to sell large amounts of his Tesla stock also worried investors. Between 2021 and 2023, Musk sold billions of dollars worth of his shares, partly to fund his Twitter purchase. This made people wonder if he was losing faith in Tesla's future. As Tesla's stock price began to fall, Musk blamed everything except his own actions. He pointed fingers at interest rates, the economy, and even claimed there was a conspiracy against him. But many analysts pointed out that his behavior was a major factor in Tesla's declining value. The company that had once been worth more than the next 10 car companies combined was now watching its value slip away, while its CEO seemed more concerned with internet fights than fixing the growing problems at Tesla. Then came the footage that set the internet on fire. Evidence of destruction caught on camera. The internet exploded when videos of Elon Musk allegedly destroying documents started circulating online. In one clip, a figure resembling Musk was seen at Tesla headquarters late at night, feeding stacks of papers into a shredder. The grainy footage, captured by a security camera and leaked by an anonymous source, quickly racked up millions of views across social media platforms. Another video showed someone who looked like Musk deleting files from a computer in what appeared to be his office. The person in the video could be seen frantically clicking through folders labeled financial reports and production numbers before permanently erasing them. Tech experts who analyzed the footage pointed out that the deletion method used would make the files nearly impossible to recover. Photos also emerged showing what looked like Musk's personal Tesla parked outside a data storage facility at 2 a.m., hours after a reported server crash that wiped out months of company records. Witnesses claimed they saw someone matching Musk's description entering the building with a laptop and leaving without it. These videos and images raise serious questions about what Musk might be hiding. If real, destroying company documents could be illegal, especially if Tesla was under investigation. Companies are required by law to keep certain records, and deliberately getting rid of them could be seen as obstruction of justice. The timing made everything look worse. These incidents allegedly happened right after Tesla announced disappointing quarterly results, and just before regulators announced they were looking into Tesla's reporting practices. This suspicious timing led many to wonder if Musk was trying to cover up problems at the company. Tesla's reputation took an immediate hit. The company that once seemed unstoppable now faced a crisis of trust. Investors started questioning if Tesla's amazing growth stories were actually true. If the CEO was destroying evidence, what else might be false? Social media users began digging into old Tesla announcements, looking for inconsistencies. Some pointed out promises about production numbers that never materialized or features that were announced but never delivered. The hashtag #TeslaGate started trending. Tesla's PR team quickly released a statement calling the videos fake and clearly manipulated. They claimed the footage was created using deepfake technology to damage the company's reputation. Musk himself tweeted that he was being targeted by short sellers who stood to make money if Tesla's stock price fell. Digital forensics experts weighed in with mixed opinions. Some said the videos showed signs of manipulation, while others argued they appeared genuine. Without the original files, it was difficult to prove either way. The controversy highlighted how vulnerable companies can be to visual evidence in the digital age. Whether real or fake, the videos created enough doubt to affect Tesla's standing with the public. The incident also showed how quickly information, true or false, can spread online and impact a company worth billions of dollars. As investigations continued, one thing became clear. In today's world, the court of public opinion often moves faster than actual courts, and visual evidence can be powerful enough to shake even the strongest companies, and nowhere were the tremors felt more deeply than inside Tesla itself. Impact on Tesla and its stakeholders. The collapse at Tesla sent shockwaves through the entire company and beyond. When a business worth $880 billion faces trouble, the effects touch many lives in different ways. Tesla's employees felt the impact first. The company, which once employed over 100,000 people worldwide, announced massive layoffs. Nearly 10% of workers, that's about 10,000 people, lost their jobs in the first month after the crisis. Production line workers in Nevada and California were hit hardest, with entire shifts eliminated at the Fremont factory. Engineers, designers, and office staff weren't spared either. Many employees found out they were let go when their key card stopped working or their computer access was suddenly blocked. For those who kept their jobs, things changed dramatically. Overtime disappeared, bonuses were canceled, the famous free lunches and company perks that made Tesla a cool place to work vanished overnight. Workers reported feeling stressed and uncertain about their future with the company. Investors suffered huge losses as Tesla's stock price plummeted. The share price, which had reached an all-time high of $1,243, crashed to just $108 in a matter of weeks. People who had invested their life savings saw their money disappear. Retirement accounts holding Tesla stock lost billions in value. Small investors who believed in the company's future were hit especially hard. Large investment firms and pension funds that owned Tesla shares also faced serious problems. The California State Teachers Retirement System, which manages money for thousands of teachers, lost over $500 million on its Tesla investments. These losses affected regular people who depended on these funds for their retirement. The collapse created ripple effects throughout the car industry and tech sector. Companies that supplied parts to Tesla struggled as orders were canceled. Some smaller suppliers went out of business when Tesla couldn't pay its bills. The electric vehicle industry as a whole faced new doubts about its future, with other EV makers seeing their stock prices fall too. Tesla's financial health deteriorated rapidly. The company, which had $18 billion in cash reserves, burned through money at an alarming rate. Quarterly reports showed Tesla losing $2 billion per month as car deliveries dropped by 30%. The company's debt, previously manageable, suddenly became a serious problem as lenders worried about getting repaid. Credit rating agencies downgraded Tesla's status, making it harder and more expensive for the company to borrow money. This created a dangerous cycle. Tesla needed cash to recover, but couldn't easily get loans to stay afloat. The collapse also damaged Tesla's brand and reputation. Customer orders for new vehicles declined sharply. The waiting list for Tesla cars, once years long, disappeared completely. Existing customers worried about whether their warranties would be honored and if service centers would remain open. Social media filled with stories from disappointed Tesla fans and angry investors. The company's once loyal following began questioning everything about Tesla's business practices and future plans. Trust, which had taken years to build, eroded in just weeks. For a company that had changed the auto industry and pushed the world toward electric vehicles, the fall was dramatic. What would happen next depended on how Tesla's leadership, government regulators, and the public would respond to this unprecedented crisis. And it didn't take long for authorities to act. Government and public response. As news of Tesla's collapse and Elon Musk's alleged evidence destruction spread, government officials jumped into action. The Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, which oversees public companies, launched a full investigation within days. The SEC focused on whether Musk had hidden important information from investors or misled them about Tesla's true financial situation. "We take allegations of corporate misconduct extremely seriously," said SEC Commissioner Gary Gensler in a press statement. "The American people deserve to know if they were lied to." The Department of Justice also opened a criminal investigation, sending FBI agents to Tesla headquarters in Austin, Texas. They collected computers, documents, and interviewed employees about what they had seen. The main question: did Musk break any laws by destroying evidence? Congress quickly organized hearings. Musk was called to testify before the House Financial Services Committee, where representatives from both political parties grilled him for over 6 hours. Republican Senator Josh Hawley called it one of the biggest corporate scandals in American history. history, while Democratic Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez demanded to know how one person could cause so much damage to so many lives. State governments took action too. California, where many Tesla factories operate, launched its own investigation through the state attorney general's office. They focused on whether Tesla had violated labor laws during the mass layoffs or broken environmental rules. Regulatory agencies that oversee car safety also stepped in. The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, NHTSA, announced it would review all recent Tesla safety reports to make sure no problems had been hidden from the public. The public response was even more dramatic. Outside Tesla showrooms across the country, former employees organized protests, holding signs that read, "Musk lied, jobs died," and "Where's my retirement?" In major cities like New York, San Francisco, and Chicago, crowds of angry investors gathered to demand answers. Online, the backlash was fierce. The hashtag #Tesla collapse trended for weeks. People posted videos of themselves selling their Tesla cars or canceling their orders. A group of Tesla owners even created a website called Musk Watch to track the ongoing investigations. Environmental groups found themselves in a tough spot. While many had supported Tesla's mission to reduce fossil fuel use, they couldn't defend Musk's actions. The Sierra Club released a statement saying, "We support electric vehicles, but we cannot support corporate dishonesty." In response to the growing crisis, lawmakers began drafting new regulations. A bipartisan bill called the Corporate Transparency Act was introduced, which would require more frequent financial reporting from large tech companies. Another proposal would limit how much control a CEO could have over a public company. The collapse also sparked broader conversations about the power of tech billionaires. Schools used the Tesla situation as a teaching moment, with many middle and high school classes discussing business ethics and the responsibilities of powerful business leaders. As investigations continued, the public waited for answers. Would Musk face charges? Could Tesla survive? Would people who lost money ever get it back? The once celebrated company and its famous leader now face their greatest challenge yet, rebuilding trust with the government and the public they had let down.